to create a customized code template in HubSpot. So yeah, so you go to commerce and then you click codes. So here, after you create your code template, is where now you're gonna come and create the code to send to the client. So the customized template is by going by settings, and then you come to objects. You can see data management object, and then you click codes. And then you can see we have the setup, set a default expiration period, allow payment of unsent code, blah, blah. The code template is there. We have the e-signature outside. So to customize, as you can see, they're giving us already 3 default codes: basic, modern, original. So as we want to customize our own, to click customize code template, and then you can see there is different kind of code that you can choose from. So let's say, for instance, we choose modern, or let's choose this one here, basic, choose. So as you can see, we have content. We can see the content and update your content. And then here we have settings. So you can see settings there, customize code template name, the name your teammate will see when they use the code tool. You can give it a name. You can say basic simple codes. You can give it any name. And then here the domain of the code, the language, the location, format, date, and address by local, CMS, and theme and template. This customized code template is styled by your theme setting. Changing the setting may affect multiple pages on your site. As you can see, so we have CMS template used on this page. This is the template and this is the theme. If you click theme, and then you can see here, you can see they're giving already some guideline on how to use it, the theme editor. So the theme editor is just basic when it comes to the code. We have the color, we have the fonts, we have the buttons. Yeah, so where you can set up the all this branding, and then you can view them in different devices. And then here you can check them by languages. Here you can check by different pages. Okay, so now for the template, you click edit CMS template. Here we're gonna see your codes there. You can see what's supposed to show us already. Edit basic templates. Okay, so basic CMS codes, basic.html. So the template look like this with the code. So as you can see, we have basic, modern, original. So this is a template. So now when you are creating your own stuff. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna have to clone this one here as you can see, create a chart theme. The theme is here that HubSpot providing CMS code theme. So you right click and then you can clone the theme, or you can create chart theme. So this is the best way that you can just choose. Let's say, for instance, create a chart theme. So if you create a chart theme, so anything that you do is going to reflect to the original one. And if you just want to clone this theme and then after that update it, and then yeah, you can also do so. So now, which one can we try? Let's create chart theme, and then you give it like your site's name or the code name, for instance. Okay, so we have it like that. Create chart theme. So the moment you create a chart theme, and then okay, so you have the chart theme there. This is your theme, and then as you can see, we have layout, and then we have the base.html. So we have the stuff there. So as you can see now, this is the base. .html. So this is where you can see we have the header and the body and the block footer. So for us now to get a template, you're gonna have to get the template from the main folder. So what you do is you come, right click, clone to chart theme, and then after that you're gonna go to your chart theme. You select the chart theme, copy. Okay, so now copy. So now we have it. Let's go. Let's check it now. Templates. As you can see, we have basic HTML here. So yeah. So as you can see, this is the template. But now we have modules attached to the template, and some data. So as if we can focus about the modules, let's check some of the modules. We have buyer company modules, we have buyer contact module, we have reference, and all those modules, as you can see, they're not here, but they're in the source file. So if you want to edit those modules, one of the modules, you're gonna just have to clone to a child so that they can come, you can have them there. So let's say, for instance, let's go get one module, buyer company module, buyer company, right click, clone to chart theme. So once you clone to chart theme, select the theme. There we go. So now we're gonna have these modules to be moved into the new chart theme that we did create, and then from there you can edit the module as you wish. Okay, it's loading. Copy chart theme. All right. Okay, it's copying. Okay, so now basic HTML, so now we have the modules there, buyer, company, as you can see. So if you want to edit anything and stuff like this, yeah, is where you can go for and edit. Most of the time we do edit the line table. If you can check the line table, because the line table makes sense. We have buyer company line item table. So most of the time we always edit this one here. Click child again, move this one. So it's this one that's going to help us now to, if you want to edit the table, let's say for instance, the client want to add more tables, more columns on the table. So you're gonna have to edit the line tables. And then after that, you can edit also some of the custom fields, which is really, yeah, easy. So there's just some customization there. So we have the, let me just clone this one here. Okay. So now, line table, CMS, we have line table here. Yeah, line table. So here we can change that stuff. You can edit all the code here. You can add custom fields, custom module fields. Yeah. So now let's go back to the settings. So we got contact contents here. So as you can see, we have logo, the place to change your logo. You click, and then you can use the default logo, or you can upload the logo there. So we have code name. You can change there where, as you can see, we have a personalization token there, where you can when you create your own logo, you create your codes, so the name of the code is gonna appear there. Okay, so we have buyer company. As you can see, we have the buyer company there. You can unselect. So if you unselect like that, you can see the things that are coming out. You see, so all the stuff is out. And then if you want to bring it back, you bring the stuff back like that. So we have buyer contacts. We have buyer contacts. You can see the buyer contacts. So you can enable and disable. We have reference number. As you can see, code number. We have the reference there. Here you can edit, you can add something. Reference number there. So we have code created, code expired. code expires, sender company. As you can see, we have everything there. And then we have code total, the total of the codes, and then the due now. So all this information, we have it there. You can edit there. We have line table. So this is the line table. As you can see, we have how many columns? 3 column, 1, 2, 3. Let's say, for instance, you want to add another column. Which column can you add? This one is a product and service, quantity, price. Let's add what are we going to add here? Discounts. So discounts. As you can see there, we have the discount table. We add it there. You can drag this one up there if you want to. You can see now it moved there. You can delete discount, delete. You can delete. You can see the stuff is going to move out there. And then here we can also edit the title. We can edit the text and stuff like that. So, and then here we have display page, payment start day, subtotal. We have due now, as you can see there. We have due now there. And then we have display start date, display subtotal. All those things you can untick and tick back. You can see there, item due now, display total, and then display other fees, and then display subtotal. You can see the appearing there. We have display payment start date. So we have it there. Okay, so now due now, you can change the text there. Total contract value, future payment, the same thing. Click and select, display the heading. Yeah, so all the setup. Click back, column. You can change the text here, item and payments if you want. Okay, future payments, payment schedule, comments, purchase, signature. So now let's go to okay, so yeah, go to line table. We have display heading, product service. You see that the heading, if you want to remove the heading, that heading goes away. So, and then we have payment schedule. Payment schedule. There you can add your text there, change some text. Payment schedule column, name, due, amount. Those are the columns, so you can edit the text if you want to. And then we have comment or payment itself. You have the text you can change, H3, H4. We have payment button. Payment can be made because in full sign and other stuff. So there was a promise. So all the setting up for your payment stuff, paid and payment processing. So all the information that here that you can change. And then we have comments to buyer. So as you can see, we have comment to buyer there. We have comment, and here where the information we're going to see comment to buyer when you're creating your form, your codes. So those information is going to come in the code there when you're going to add, where you're going to add the comments information. So this personalization token is going to be used while creating the codes. So we have comments, we have terms, the same thing also with terms. We have a signature. Okay, as you can see, we have e-signature. You can change the text you want. You can put the text there. Before you send this code, an email must be sent to you to verify your identity. Find your profile below to request a verification email. So you have it there. And then we have what is it? Okay, we have print signature. The settings also that there for print signature, counter signature. Here where you can change also you can update the text as which the dates, printed name. Get back, and then we have that brings signature. We have download. So now with download, as you can see, we have download text. There was a prompt downloading the codes. Please try again. So here download. Yeah. So you can change the text here. Download our codes. For say, download your codes. download your codes. And then if the download doesn't work, there was a problem downloading the codes, please try again. So you can have the text there. All right, so this is the way that you do your blog kind of like setup. Yeah. So now let's say for instance, save, and then after that you want to use this code here. So you're gonna now have to either as you can see we have it here, either you go use templates. Use templates is where now you're gonna create a code by using this templates, or you can just come there as usual. So we go to commerce, we go now to codes, and go now to codes, create codes, and then create deal. Let's say for instance we have iPhone, let's say iPhone 15 Pro. This is our deal. Amounts 2000, and then yeah, let's just, yeah, we're gonna need product, product. Okay, we have to create some product here. So the product is gonna be iPhone 15 Pro. Okay, and then here we can put your price. Let's say for instance 2000, and then you need to cost 1000. And then let's save. Okay, so now we have it there. Now we're gonna have to manage property. What can I do here? So okay, so we have to select the, yeah, there we go, and then add. Okay, so now we have it like that. We select our deal. So now the templates, we're gonna have to choose now this. As you can see now, we have basic simple code there. And here where we're talking about the comment to buyer is where you put the comment there, where you put your buyer information there, buyer notes, and then terms, where you're gonna put your terms, where you're going to put your terms there. After that, we go now to next. So now you go to next. You can add contact, you can add company, and then we go next again. Okay, so now we have our codes, as you can see. So now it's just a matter of going save. We have everything there. Include space written signature, no payments, include counter, and then save, publish codes. Yeah, and then here if you want to enroll in payments or go directly to codes, go directly to codes, and then you copy. Here if you want to go to write the email and send it to the client. Yeah, so yeah, so this is the way that you set up your what's your email. Let's view like details, and then view it here, view codes. There we go. So this is where you can see your codes there. All right, so this is the way you create your codes in customized code in HubSpot. So you just by going by settings, and then you go to data management objects, and then you click codes, and then you click code templates. So for you to be able to access this code templates, this customized code template, you need to have super admin access. That's where you're going to be able to do so. All right, okay, thank you so much. If you like this video, click a thumbs up, and also you can subscribe for more.